and the bosses. That's my new. Oh yeah. Hey, I found a loophole. I found one. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punk us. About no, I treat a model like a. I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. And my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they get paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8. I'm on a strict diet, hood, bocce, and you know how I rock. I passed the no action, one up top. We at the Angelino at the top. Found introduced to she going, go ahead and shoot your shot. I throw the lemon course. I'm on juice black. He run now for sport. We off the court. They hating, that's of course. Them bum poor. Sponsoring all. Got money, we want more. I find a loophole. Been since a youngster. Fully, we can't let no punk us. About no, I treat a model like a. I know thugs, I know. I was raised to get some money, flip that like 10 ways. In it, my money hungry, stack that for 90 days. In the room, they like they get paid. Rolls Royces in the trenches, parked in front of Section 8.
Yeah, park Ferraris in the ghetto. Real used to re-up with them. Mixing with that. Bought my dollar like on Creflo. Say you, then when I, why you careful? Block, that's easy. Turn on. Y'all be eating noodles, we sit down and eat sashimi fast. You say you a gangster, just be like.
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And we got another seat right here in the NBA. No better insider than Shams Charania. Hey Shams, great to have you with us.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. It's great to be here. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Look at Richard Jefferson. He's like a kid in a candy store. He cannot wait to talk to you.
Yes, we love RJ.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. We've got Terry, Buzelis out there with Vucevic. Then it's Kevin Huerter. And it's Giddey in at point. And for Memphis, Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Wells is out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5 down low. Well, the Grizzlies, Shams, had a tough season, but boy, did they find a gem with G.G. Jackson.
To get a player like that in the second round, I think there was shock around the league that G.G. dropped that far in the draft. His skill set is apparent. He's able to score with the best of them at such a young age.
Who knows what his ceiling is going to be, my goodness.
G.G. Jackson seems like he's a complete find for this organization.
From his first day in the league, opponents are going to make him earn it at the line. And look, Morant, he'll give him an easy look.
First trip to the line for him here.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Here's Morant. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And a wide open look for Bane. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Shams, for the Bulls, the overall approach has seemed to be steady as she goes, stay in our lane, business as usual. But do you think that'll continue?
And business has been good, Kevin. One of the best attendance rates in the league. But listen, this is a Bulls organization that has to figure out its right direction and see how they can continue to build and find a way to build from the ground up and reach new heights, whether it is going a more rebuilding route, a more in the middle route, versus going and really taking big swings. I think this is an organization that is very much trying to find their direction.
Oh, you're kind of setting the table. A lot could happen with this team. Good stuff. Now here's Huerter. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Vucevic. Over Edey. It's rebounded by Memphis. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. Yeah, it was rough.
And Chicago has possession. Grizzlies making the shot. Bane against Terry. Bane kicks to Morant. Loads it up there for Bane. An emphatic LU jam.
Such an athletic play by Bane, going up high for that hoop.
Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the league continuing, Shams, to tweak the rules around replay review. But would you set a time limit to maybe tweak it a little bit?
Have to, right? Especially some of these games and the way they're ending. It's something to try if you can't find a cause to really overturn in a minute or two. Let's keep this game moving. I think we all love a free-flowing game.
I agree. He's off on that one. Bulls trail by 3. And there's the drive. Herder, no good.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Terry against Bane. And he converts the layup. Bane's got 7. So timeout called here, the first for Chicago.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Passes to Terry. Shams, you've been around the NBA for a long time now. Which players do you enjoy watching the most?
Greatness, especially the guys that are regarded among the greatest of all time, like LeBron James, like Stephen Curry, like Kevin Durant. You have to throw those in there. But this is a new era, a new crop. The Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Have to throw Luka Doncic in there. You have Donovan Mitchell, you have Paolo Banchero, you have Tyrese Halliburton, you have Joel Embiid, you have Tyrese Maxey, Jimmy Butler, you have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Devin Booker, Zion Williamson, Anthony Davis, De'Aaron Fox, Victor Wembanyama. So let's not have anyone here left out.
All right, they're all fun to watch.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
A floater. Rebounded by Vucevic. Bulls trail by 4. Jerry looking over the floor. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Chicago shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. First one falls for. Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. We certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when the iron's hot. We saw multiple teams do that this last season.
That trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at that rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Kennard on the wing. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Jones against Pippen. Jones in the post. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Outside Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Now Aldama. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Pippen. High arcing shot. He lays it in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. The pass to Collins. Some solid defense from Clark. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis. They lead by 7. It's deflected.
Making good use of his length. Buzella's able to track down the block that time.
The Bulls making a switch here. .15 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Bagley with a wide open look. And again, Memphis no good. Smith feeling it out a bit. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Smith.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Grizzlies lead by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Grizzlies.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
The forwards for him, Bane and Jackson. Ja Morant, he's out there with Kennard, and it's Bagley in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Offensive rebound, Smith, and the rejection by Jackson. Off his leg, and it's being called a kickball. Wells is checked in for Luke Kennard, and a change for the Bulls. Josh Giddey's checked in for Trey Jones. Here's Collins. Nothing on the board. Pass to Herter. Up top, Giddey. Shoots. And too long on the shot.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Hey, Shams, I know you cover the league like no one else, but I've seen your jump shot. You have a sweet J. You must have played organized ball, I'm assuming.
I played a little bit in high school, Kevin, but once I got cut in high school, that's when I knew my career path would have to trend into what I'm doing now, writing and covering the NBA. But listen, I have a lot of confidence in my jump shot, watching players like Steph Curry shoot the basketball. I'm not trying to give any comparisons, but I do love to shoot the ball. That is the one thing I know I can do decently on the field.
I know. I love your answer.
Not much else, but I can shoot.
Now, here's Bane. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
You can't be overzealous when guarding Bane, or he will find ways to draw the whistle.
Memphis shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Free throw good, Bane.
An effective two-way threat. Have to be impressed with Bane's steady improvement year after year.
And Bane drops them both. Now the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. Yep, that one goes. Hey, Shams, no one is keyed on the league like you. Is there an under-the-radar trend that you're seeing around the NBA, or the next thing that you're anticipating may happen with the way the league will sway one way or the other?
Talking to executives around the league, it's clear that length has been very important, but having players that do multiple things and are versatile, that is of the utmost importance right now. We saw what happened with the Celtics winning a championship this year. I think that certainly is going to have an impact on how teams are going to build moving forward. Like the Celtics, you want to have players, 3 to 5 players that are playing heavy minutes for you, that are doing everything out there on the floor, not just one particular move.
Now here's Giddey, still yet to score. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Smith outside, shoots over Aldama, and the Bulls with another miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 9 to the paint. And Aldama slams it in.
But he just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And that's a spot of the floor Giddey wants to improve. He certainly puts in the work there to get better.
The Bulls have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And he can't get the first one. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Memphis. Pippen comes in for Ja Morant. And Chicago also making a switch. Terry's checked in. And the second free throw, good. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. This is it to Aldama. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Aldama's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And that's a foul called on Santi Aldama. That's foul number 2 for him.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. The Bulls also changing it up. Buzelis is checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. Now here's Jackson, still without a basket. He dishes it to Pippen. Pass to Aldama. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Grizzlies making a switch here. Kennard's checked in.
For your Grizzlies, Luke Kennard.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Wednesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic. And then on Friday, they'll tip off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. Should be a fun one.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Buzelis.
2 minutes.
From outside the arc, the shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
And Buzelis continues to work on improving his 3-ball. When he's hitting from there, everything else becomes easier.
Outside Jackson. And he could could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
The Grizzlies shoot their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Jackson taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Bagley, he's checked in for Memphis. Collins checked in for Chicago. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. And just great to have Shams join us, isn't it, guys? Such a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah, no one is more locked in on the league. If there's a move happening, Shams knows about it before the players do.
Here's Jones. Marvin Bagley picking up that last basket. Smith outside. And the Bulls get it back. And it's in there. Jones has got 6.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Here's Kennard to the inside. Bagley with the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark.
Coming onto the floor for your Grizzlies, Jackson.
We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. Jones for 3. Rebounded by Jackson. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Jackson trying to break free. And the basket by Jackson.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Jones against Pippen. Jones in the post. Great D that time from Bagley. 1 second left. The shot, no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense is...
The Bulls, 22.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. And that should do it with the...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bane.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Kevin Huerter is out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Terry in at the 2 spot. Here's Morant. Tries yet again. Out of hand on it. Huerter passes to Terry. Shoots the 3. Huerter, no good. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Memphis. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
A strong finish from Jackson Jr. He goes up with power inside the paint.
Richard for the Bulls, just 1 playoff appearance in their last 7 seasons.
Look, the last 4 years under Coach Billy Donovan, they've been respectable, but with all of the injuries and all of the issues, the path to true contention is probably on the other side of a long rebuild. And you see the unselfishness from Morant wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Giddey gets it to go.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Mark said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you.
And as a playmaker, Giddey has made huge strides learning how to create for himself and his teammates.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Clark, who's checked in for 80. Santi Aldama comes in for Luke Kennard. And Wells is subbed in for Bain. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the Grizzlies leading by 19. Morant left side. And finished off by Morant.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway. The Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
Greg, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
Jackson from long range. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Herder, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Morant, the bounce pass. Here's Wells. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Marvin Bagley comes in for Jackson. And Pippen subbed in for John Morant. Aldama gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pippen against Giddey. Vucevic trying to get open. And Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 9.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Kicks it to Bagley. Pippen, the pass to Clark. Back to Pippen. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Pippen's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
That one good for 2.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
Here's Pippen. Buries it down low. Pippen's got 4 this quarter.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. The Grizzlies, fourth.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
Bucket is good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
50 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Giddey. Bulls with the fresh shot clock. Pass to Buzelis. Takes the three. Offensive rebound, and it's put back in by Vucevic.
Getting physical on the glass and getting a bucket, that's what Vuce does.
34 seconds left in the third quarter. Pippen against Giddey. They get it back. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to go on Buzelis.
First team foul.
For Memphis, they have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6. That free throw good from Pippen. Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And it's Bane in for Wells. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic. Jalen Smith comes in for Buzelis. Terry's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. The feed now to Clark. Over Terry. And it's off the back rim. No good. That will count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Memphis out in front, delivering the blowout.
On your feet, fans.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And the Grizzlies leading by 23. The forwards for them, Bane and Jackson. Pippen is out there with John Morant. And it's Edey in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
First team foul.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
Greg, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Jones, that's for 2. Here's Smith. And the rejection by Jackson.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And an important part of every team's game. And a look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Here's Edey. He's guarded by Collins. Here's Pippen. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. We know players are not shy about criticizing officiating. Anything you try to change or improve with the way the game is called?
Well, I like when the players and the refs get together in the offseason to go over video examples. And I think one thing that's important is you got to have relationships between the players and the officials. And then I think the fans can also then kind of get on the same page. There are going to be missed calls out there. That will never change.
Jackson passes to Morant.
He's finished. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Carter finds ball. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Horton Tucker with it. He's picked up by Morant. Ball from long range. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ball's got 6 points in the quarter.
Love whenever Ball is assertive like this. This is how dangerous he can be on offense.
And then Morant crams it in.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Ball against Kennard. Ball surveying the defense. The putback. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And he has lost all confidence out there. Still not a single field goal made in the game. Yeah, great timing there. Bagley gets off the ground so quickly, gives the defense no chance to react.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And Memphis making a change here. Aldama's checked in. Vucevic checked in for Chicago. RJ for the Bulls, their last 2 seasons have ended with losses in the play-in.
Yeah, they finished as the 9th seed both years and won their first play-in games. But that second play-in game has been a problem, which is why they need to set themselves up better during the regular season.
Out to Morant. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. And that one is good.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And really trying to work the ball inside here and starting to get results. A lot of that offense coming in the paint here in the second half.
Some changes for Memphis. Gigi Jackson comes in for Santi Aldama. And Wells is subbed in for John Morant. Josh Giddey's checked in for Chicago. Kevin Huerter comes in for Carter.
I'd like to call a little attention to Ball's determination, both on and off the court. You throw a challenge at him, and he will do everything in his power to overcome it.
Kennard on the wing. Giddey defending. Jackson misses. Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. And Vucevic kicks the ball. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from 3-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Jackson down low. He's guarded by Williams. And another shot. And he overshot that one, missing. Bulls trail by 20. Here's Giddey. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Jalen Smith, he's checked in for the Bulls. Dosunmu comes in for Josh Giddey. 1:29 left to play in the final quarter. Back to Kennard. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
Ball. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
And this was one that
for real. On my ops, they just wanna chill. Not for real. If we get caught, we don't squeal. Not for real. Every time I drop a tape, it come with a golden seal. Other acting fake, no, I'm so for real. Other fake, but I'ma let it go for real. The slave, quality moccasins, we rock. Day I went shopping, Daxon when the tape dropping. It ain't hard to tell you, they ain't popping. Overweight, weight watching, pull the play fake option. I'ma play the whole game like it ain't no rules. Wide awake, YSL boat shoes. It's a mystery, but ain't no clues. Ain't for free, that's why I charge whatever I so choose. Hey, I'm the only yo, I be master speaking. Left your eardrums bleeding, son. Northeast Ohio, Cleveland. We always get even, throw you in the Shadow Stevens, underground warlords, we battle demons. Send at your Adam's apple region, that's how I leave.
Trees from the block, Monomarine Marine yachts, fingerprint screen lock. Know these buckets, I've seen a lot. Blind on frequent spots. The strip gets bled until the bleeding stops. My catalog grimy like Tanel Ave travelers. I'm on the beach like Hasselhoff, they're trying to mash the sauce. Sip in Manhattan lost. While I write my notes in the captain's log. Courtside, court shit, I need my name up on the Forbes. Before it's just another on the Porta Porsches. Endorsements, you was on the strip and got for corner store trips. I need more trips, I'm talking quarter mils. Bags full of foreign bills. Shorty bumping Laura Hill. All my dogs sick, more than ill. These old heads like Patrick Peterson, they on the corner still.
I don't play cards around me. Sit behind this, I dog me. I wasn't too good at math. On God, I run with problem solvers. I'm a money harlot. Not even all of it. People falling. Tryna go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Bro, that's beyond me. Get on side me. I don't party. My money Scotty. Toys, drive me. Harley. I say, fuck like I won't go hit money. Look just like Barney, man. I live it, you record it. Daytime, we like farmers. Nighttime, I'm in the foreign. No got deported. Why she think she important? Hey, old time, you know, I ain't getting none. I like my boy. She 5, son. I'm tired, I'm way too big.
Just to up your game in 2K25. The first.
I know you weak, baby, don't lie. I know you sleep. Hey, when I get home, I just won't. You already know I don't. Hey, what you doing with all that? I know you know what I mean. Got plenty and plenty cash. Life ain't nothing but a feat. I hope you know that I don't. I don't play cards around me. Sit behind this, I dog me. I wasn't too good at math. On God, I run with problem solvers. I'm a money harlot. I need all of it. People falling. Tryna go, money calling. 34, feel like Giannis. Niggas Giannis. Hey, bro, that's beyond me. Get on side me. I don't party.
Coming right up, the Magic take it on the Bulls. For the Magic, they've split their first 4 games, looking to build momentum and climb the standings. Bulls, Magic, up next, right after this. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson, Stan Van Gundy, and Grant Hill here with me. And in a few moments, we'll hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce. A look at the opening lineup for the Orlando Magic. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. And it's Suggs in at the 1. And for the Bulls, Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Buzelis out there with Miles Turner. And it's Herter in at the 3. And already, Coach, some teams have found their rhythm, while some others seem to be way off to start.
Well, Brian, that can be for a lot of different reasons. Maybe you've changed your system from the year before. Maybe you've changed your roster significantly. Maybe you have some guys who didn't come in as ready as they could be due to conditioning or injury. Every situation, every team has a different set of challenges.
Now here's Wagner. Now here's Suggs. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, with his size and athleticism, it's not hard for Wagner to get up there.
White on the wing. Pass to Buzelis. Over Banchero. Orlando with the rebound.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Seems like every team in the league could use a player like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Yeah, Brian, look, the term 3 and D at times seems like a backhanded compliment, but not with KCP. He does both the 3 and the D at elite levels.
Always takes the toughest backcourt assignment and more than holds down his own. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, BA.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Herder can't hit.
A very sluggish start on offense. 4 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Outside, Caldwell-Pope. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Hey, guys. Well, the Magic were one of last season's most improved teams, and with the addition this summer of Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, they've addressed an area of real need. A player who can space the floor, add to their already stout defense, and has championship pedigree. They're going to continue to rise in this league, guys.
Absolutely. All right, Shams, thanks very much. Here's Buzelis. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Shot clock at 6. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And in this action, the pick and roll, Buzelis is becoming really good at reading the defense.
Pass to Carter. Now Banchero. Kicks it out to Wagner. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. The Bulls trail by 3. Outside Herder. Here's Turner. Left side Giddey. Up and over Carter. And it's Giddey missing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And there's the lob. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Buzelis. And we check out the power rankings with plenty of time left in the season. So much could be different by the end of the year. You look at the Cavaliers. They're a rising team climbing to 5th on the board.
Well, right now for Chicago, they were hoping to begin the year better. It's still too soon to hit the panic button, but they're heading in the wrong direction.
Now here's Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Suggs. And the powerful one-handed slam.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy has hops.
Here's Giddey. Rebounded by Suggs.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Here's Wagner. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. Coach, you look at someone like Jalen Suggs. Man, has he improved his shot.
Yeah, Brian, I think you've always loved the effort that he brings at the defensive end of the floor. But now he's a much more efficient shooter, much more decisive, and really understands his role.
Now here's Wagner. To the right side. There's the triple. And Batase gets it to go.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
The kick out to Ball. To halt the run. He drops it from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Offensive rebound. Batadze. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. And it's Collins with the ball for the Bulls. 7-point differential. They get it again. The layup off target. Orlando has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Wagner outside. Batase down low, defended by Jones. That one drops for him.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
And here's Ball. 14 points his last outing. Over Suggs. That doesn't go either for Ball.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Pass to Black. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Ball with a steal. And he lays it in on the break. Ball's got 5 now.
A menace defensively. Ball with the steal. The bucket. Just a great few seconds there.
Down low. Here's Black. Pass to Suggs. Out to the wing. Wagner outside. Lets it go from deep. Smith with the rebound. Left side Jones. And Chicago again with a bucket. And so the first quarter is in the books. Orlando ahead. They lead by 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Orlando leading by 5. Stan, it's hard to believe, but the Bulls have not won a playoff series since 2015.
Well, look, Brian, it's hard to win in this league. And when you're rebuilding, trying to find the mix that'll get you over the top is a difficult chore.
Long way from those Michael Jordan glory days. All right, this is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. They've got Wagner. Jonathan Isaac is out there with Banchero. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Black in at the point. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Out of bounds, it'll be Orlando's ball. Giddey's checked in for Chicago. Carter, he's checked in for Orlando. Here's Black, hounded by Ball. Pass to Banchero. Jacks up a 3. Chicago with a rebound. Last game matched up with the Grizzlies. A tough loss there.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
Banchero finishes with force inside.
And this is why you must push Banchero out of the paint, or else he'll slam it all over you.
Now here's Ball, tightly guarded, and that one's good. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Here's Black. No made baskets yet. Here's Banchero. Off target at the rim. Bulls trail by 5. Ball with it. It's rebounded by Banchero. Oh, there's the alley. Isaac's shot is off.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Now Herder. Inside. Here's Buzelis. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hard-working, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things. The contest plus the board, a full defensive possession from him. Great effort.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Herder against Banchero. Carter from outside. Buzelis grabs the board.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Herder can't hit.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Ball with a steal. Pass to Buzelis. The three is up. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Buzelis has got 5 now.
Yeah, this demonstrates how confident Buzelis is. He knows he can be lethal off the catch.
Orlando calls timeout. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force for a very long time.
Orlando making a switch here. Bataze's checked in for Carter. Wagner comes in for Isaac. Franz Wagner checked in for Banchero. And Suggs is subbed in for Black. Up top, Giddey. To the left wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Smith passes to Giddey. Now Jones. 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get off a shot. With his first shot attempt. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by White. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. 5th, Orlando.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Orlando leading by 7. Pass to Bataze. And Collins with the big block. It's a one-on-one situation. White against Suggs. White can't hit.
Their strong work ethic has been evident on the glass, really getting after it and being physical.
Oh, deflected. Stolen by Collins. White against Wagner. White, the pass to Collins. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
Here's Suggs. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And how about the leaping ability of Suggs? Getting off the floor with such ease.
Jones up top. He's covered by Suggs. Jones, the pass to White. Over Wagner. White can't hit.
Love the hustle right there. He earned that rebound.
Suggs surveys the D. Pass to Wagner. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by the Bulls. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of basketball. White on the wing. Pulls up. Misses off the right iron.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. Orlando's shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
At the line for the Magic, Franz Wagner.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Wagner.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Outside Giddey. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Orlando. They have a
16. The Magic 25.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Checking out the Magic. And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
They're in good shape thanks to the work they're doing on the glass. Their effort has been...
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Boy, it's been quite a game for Lonzo Ball.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
And because of that, I expect to see a huge emphasis on ball control moving forward.
Gideon White pair to make the backcourt. Miles Turner out there with Buzelis. And it's Herder in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Well, that ability to beat guys off the dribble at his size is what makes Banchero so dangerous.
Herder against Wagner. Herder passes to Turner. Oh, nice D from Carter.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Banchero no good. Bulls trail by 11. How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
Just 5 to shoot. Outside White. 3-pointer off the mark.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Well, Grant, you were an excellent defender in your day. So who was the toughest player you had to guard?
Well, there were so many great players, Michael, LeBron. But let's talk about the late, great Kobe Bryant. I mean, he really had no weaknesses. And even if you defended him perfectly, there's a good chance he can still make the shot. We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Poke loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. He goes up, rips down the breakaway slam.
Don't forget, it was Banchero's steal that started that fast break.
Here's Giddey. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs. These are his first free throws of the game. First free throw is good.
You can tell that Josh Giddey is one sharp player, not just in how he threads passes, but how he moves on the floor and gets around other guys.
Black's checked in for Wagner. Orlando leading by 14. Now here's Caldwell Pope. 6 points for him. The 3 from Suggs. And the three-pointer goes. Suggs has got 10 points.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Buzelis' shot is good.
Well, we're still getting to know Buzelis a bit, but his game, I'll tell you this, he's got a sweet shot.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
This Magic team is making moves in the East. Star forward Paolo Banchero said, "We're a lot more competitive. We know we're talented. We can play with anybody, and we've proven it. Just one game at a time." Brian?
Got to take that simple approach. A team on the rise, Allie. Thank you. Pass to White. Here's the 3. No luck on that one.
Not a great start to this second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
He's showing us the handles a little bit right there. All the way to the rack.
And with the statement finish, too. Don't know how you stop that, man. Herder from long range. Caldwell Pope pulls it in.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
The 3 from Suggs. Chicago with a rebound. Turner's got 4 rebounds now. White, the pass to Turner. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Back to White. The 3 is up. Out of bounds, it'll be Magic Ball.
Magic Ball.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Chicago. On Friday, they kick off a road trip in Brooklyn where they'll take on the Nets. Then on Monday, they'll head home to take on the Utah Jazz.
And for their matchup with the Timberwolves, it's the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Orlando making some changes. Bataze's checked in for Carter, and Wagner subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Here's Banchero, and he banks in the layup. Banchero's got 6 in the quarter.
I mean, 6'10", about 250, Banchero imposing his will inside.
Pass the ball. Launches it. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Black.
2 minutes.
A minute 53 left in the third. Clock at 6. Suggs with it. Picked up by Collins. And Collins with the big block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's Collins with the ball for the Bulls. They trail by 16. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Here's White. And the layup is good off the glass. White's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, White with the tight handle to create space.
There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter. To the inside. Here's Bataze. Shoots over Collins. That one's wide left. Chicago has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Smith passes to Collins. The kick out to White. And here's Smith to the wing, right side. The three from Ball. And no good. Banchero against Jones. And he gets it to go. Banchero's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Floats one up. And they pick up 2.
Well, there you see the skill of White, able to float the ball into the basket.
Magic leading by 14. And here's Suggs. 10 points for him. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
So for the Magic, Isaac comes in for Bataze, and Wagner subbed in for Paolo Banchero. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Outside Jones, outside White. Nice D from Wagner. 2 on the clock. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Magic out in front. They lead. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
You should never get beat like that in transition.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Ball. On the court for Orlando, Wagner and Isaac, the duo at forward. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then there's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Black in at the point guard position.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Wagner. Back to Isaac. Yep, that one goes.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And here are the Bulls now. Ball with it. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead, and these days there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition, but, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written. That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Pass to Buzelis. Smith right side. Here's Buzelis. There's Ball with a 3. Hits a three-pointer.
When you peek at Lonzo's three-point numbers, they illustrate how much time Ball's put into his shot.
Wagner, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Black. Buries it down low. Black's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Pass to Turner. Stolen by Carter. And the Magic pushing it up now. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Using the speed that time, Caldwell Pope got out ahead of the defense to finish off the break.
Outside Herter. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Now here's Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Smith. To the middle. It's rebounded by Wagner. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Orlando. That'll be the second game of a 5-game road trip. Black, no good. The Bulls have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. To the paint. Smith against Isaac. Herter from long range. Bulls keep it alive. Buzelis. He's off on that one. Orlando leading by 23. Ball with a steal. And here's the fast break. Well, Stan, you've coached some lockdown defenses. With the way the game is officiated these days, is it getting too hard to defend?
Well, it's certainly frustrating. You've heard defenders saying everything is a foul. We might need to redefine incidental contact.
Kicks it out to Isaac. The 3-ball. Buries it from 3.
And this is why so many love Isaac. Almost 7 feet tall, able to space the floor, too, with his 3-point shot.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Ball passes to Turner. Can they get it? And it's Orlando with a rebound. Carter's got 7 rebounds in the game. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, Grant, do you feel the non-superstars are making the money they should?
Well, BA, it's a topic in every CBA negotiation. But I think we're trending in the right direction. But it seems like there's always more work to be done.
Bataze's checked in for Orlando. Suggs comes in for Caldwell Pope. He's perfect from the line this time. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Pass to Collins. It's hauled in by Isaac. Isaac's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the middle. Here's Suggs. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, we saw Suggs' ability to take over games at the collegiate level, doing the same here in the NBA.
Giddy with it. Now guarded by Isaac. Here's Buzelis. Over Suggs. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Jalen Suggs.
Man, good whistle there.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Paolo Banchero, he's checked in for Orlando. Here's Bataze. And Collins with the big block. Here's Giddy. Banked it in off the glass.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Magic.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next two matchups between these two should be fun.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Jalen Suggs.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
That's good from Suggs. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out.
Turner, he's checked in for Chicago. Here's Giddey. And he can't get that one. Here's Orlando. They're on a 17-7 run. Suggs, the pass to Batadze. And the basket is good.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Orlando dictating the flow. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. The three. And again, it's Orlando with a three.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Here's Orlando.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Fourth personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Orlando.
That free throw no good.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
And the second free throw is good. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Turner. Will it go? Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
At the line for the Bulls, Myles Turner.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. So it's the Magic winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
She throwing the. She doing her dance. She counting up bands. She turn off the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She showing her. Top Petty, you know I'll be on that. Standing on like a floor mat. They keep trying to reach me, cause they know that I never call back. Throw it back on her BD. Just know he caught that. Hating, I gotta ignore that. He's a like bro to store at. Top facing, don't ask me to. If we beefing, don't ask me to. In the party, them clappers is clapping. In the party, them slappers is slapping. Ice on the beat, I be skating. I'm pretty, I look like a painting. With a baddie and she looking. Cause the money amazing. She turn off the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She counting up bands. She turn off the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She showing her.
Come do it for me. T, I'm from TX. Shorty, she come from the BX. Ice in the flame and I need it. might get a car that's keyless, topless, no B6. I'm out in New York, I'm at Sailors. You might get you more if you say less. I'm cooking a wave afloat. They watching my moves remote. Ooh, we bought us some. That's a dozen to sell us the Knicks. Like the Pro Jalen Brunson one trip, man.
She turn up the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She counting up bands. She turn up the spot. She throwing the. She doing her dance. She showing her.
You never forget your first panic attack. Too big of a one, too many backs. No word of a lie, Jack. Trust me, the try and get sidetracked. When I think of my first panic attack, I'm right back in the love shack. We've been here before, Jack, and we ended up with a side quack, and it's mass trauma to try and unpack.
So breathe, just breathe, just breathe. Tell me what you see. You feel you're here, but you gotta believe. Just breathe whilst you're down on your knees. Just breathe, yeah, you just gotta breathe. Yeah, you just gotta breathe. Yeah, you just gotta breathe.
Close call, Jack, you wasn't much fun that, so I go back. Retrace your old in a stack and life hacks. Let's not revisit our panic attacks. Life's hard enough, swap the tic tacs. Give clean a try, Jack. Feed the fiend a Big Mac. I've tried that.
Williams. Cam Thomas is out there with Russell. Then it's Johnson, and it's Sharp in at the 5. One thing, Doris, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
A great Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
That free throw missing. Doris, what's the key for a team like the Nets, who have to hit the reset button, so to speak?
I think, Kevin, you have to find consistency at the head coaching position, because then you can set clear and achievable goals for your team going forward. You set a style of play, commit to it, and just build year by year, game by game.
Now here's Thomas. And it's White with the rebound. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. On the wing, Giddey. Now the basketball. Back to Giddey. Clock at 6. Pass to Buzelis. Here's the triple. Rebound, Brooklyn. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
And here we go. The first in what will be a 3-game season series between the two teams.
You know, right out of the gates, one team gets a lead with the head-to-head advantage, bragging rights, if you will, over the other. And tonight, it starts.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordy Fernandez. I asked him about the challenge of facing Myles Turner, and he said this guy is a problem for our offense. Myles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Fellas?
All right, thank you, David. Here's Johnson, following the score by Myles Turner. And you talk about complementary pieces, Doris. Cam Johnson could fit on any team in the NBA.
And that is because, Kevin, he has got one of the most valuable skills in the game today. That's range shooting. He's got size and a quick release, and he just continues to grow on the defensive end.
And so he hits both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Ball against Thomas. Rebound by Williams.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now, here is Russell. 9 points last game. And it's sent back by Turner.
How about the reach of Myles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
Here's Giddey. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
Williams gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Turner, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson, how he performed last season. Averaged about 13 points a game last season, 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Here's Johnson. Deep 2 from Russell. They get the rebound.
Chicago foul. Myles Turner.
The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Team second. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn.
And he makes the first. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Thomas. Chicago also making some changes. Collins checked in for Turner. Jalen Smith comes in for Buzelis. And Jones subbed in for Ball. Bulls trail by 5. Outside, Jones. Passes it to Giddey. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Boy, if this becomes a consistent part of Josh Giddey's game, look out, because that three-point shot's going to make him so dangerous.
Pass to Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. Williams has got his second bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside, Jones. Back to Giddey. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Claxton. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
The best defenses do a great job of protecting the rim. That team did not give an inch. They defended and contested every shot.
Bulls trail by 7. Smith on the wing. Claxton covering. Shot against Smith. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
This is exactly what you hope to see from Jalen Smith. Use that length and physicality in the lane.
For Chicago, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Josh Giddey. Nets leading by 5. Milton with the ball. There's the pass to Watford. Poked away. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And Brooklyn has possession. 6 to shoot. Melton feeling it out a bit. Poke loose. Bulls trail by 5. It's Jones on the way. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Collins. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Assisted by Trey Jones.
43 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Jones against Johnson. Here's Melton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Melton's got his second basket of the night. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Jones, the pass to White. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lobbed up there for Collins and stolen by Melton. Wilson kicks to Melton. That's tipped. And that does it for the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead, up 5. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Hey guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So for Chicago right now, Lonzo Ball out there with Kevin Huerter. Then it's Buzelis, and there's Myles Turner, and it's Smith in at the 4-man position.
Size and athleticism by Cam Johnson. How about that vertical?
Ball, and the rejection by Claxton. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Chicago making a switch here. Giddey's checked in, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring the next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Ball against Thomas. Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Ball. And Greg, you talk about toughness, the compete factor. How does a team create that culture?
Call it critical mass. When you have the entire organization and enough players committed to that kind of effort, everyone has to meet that level.
Just 5 on the clock. Knocked away and stolen by Giddey. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Boy, it looked like the defense was perfectly positioned. Outstanding contest. And Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
Here's Johnson. Here's Claxton. And it's Chicago with the rebound. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The drive-by Ball. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. They lead by 4. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Here's Buzelis. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. The Nets shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Thomas with the ball. Now guarded by Ball. Ball against Johnson. Passes it to Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Latrey gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
If Cam Thomas is playing pick and roll and he's got the ball, you know he wants the play for him.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Inside, here's Buzelis. The rebound by Johnson. Nets leading by 7. And great for Buzelis. Basketball has been a part of his family for generations.
Yeah, how about that? Both his parents played professionally in Lithuania, as did both of his grandfathers. And his dad now works with the Lithuanian men's national team as a physiotherapist.
I'm not sure how we define a difficult finish for Cam Thomas. This guy finds a way through contact.
And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
I thought most of the shots they took were low percentage looks. The key in the NBA is, can you get your best scorers into their best spots? They didn't do that.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Collins.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Russell passes to Melton. Down low, Sharp. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Sunday, it'll be the Detroit Pistons coming into town. Then on Monday, they'll defend home court against the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for the matchup with the Celtics, that one's going to be game number 9 on the year for them. Really starting to get towards the meat of things by then.
The free throw drops for Sharp. No good on the second free throw. Bulls trail by 8. Outside, Jones. A minute 50 left in the first half. And there's Collins on the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists now in this one. The Nets have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. It's 3 of 9.
See, to me, the more D'Angelo Russell passes the basketball, the better his team is. Encouraging to see him focus on it.
And here's Jones. No scoring in this one. To the middle. Here's Collins misses in close. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. At the line.
Free throw no good for Williams.
Williams. At the line one time.
Nets leading by 8. Outside, Russell. He dishes it to Williams. Out to the right wing. Here's Russell into the lane. Offensive rebound. Sharp. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. It's White on the wing. And stolen by Melton. Pass to Russell. And then Sharp with the dunk.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
White dishes to Collins.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Bulls have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
At the line of the Bulls.
He misses the free throw.
Shooting 2.
And he sinks the second. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. Russell against Jones. From 12 feet out. That one a little long. Smith up top. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
That'll do it for the first half. Nets lead by 9.
Brooklyn.
Live from
28. The Bulls. 19.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. Looking at Brooklyn, and over to Shaq. What do you think about Brooklyn?
They're going...
And...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You gotta like what Cam Johnson has done in this game.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
Cameron Johnson is out there with Sharp. And there's D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Cam Thomas. And it's Williams at the 3. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Outside, White. Outside, Ball. Clock at 4, Turner. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Russell with a wide open look. No good with the triple.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude. And stolen by Russell. And here we go. Brooklyn, fast break. Nobody near Williams. They get it again. No good there.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
Down low. Turner finds Ball. And the Bulls with another miss.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
The And there's the pass to Johnson. Floats it up for Williams. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. White's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bulls. Giddey against Russell. Pass to Thomas. Good on the triple. Thomas got the lead up to 12 now for the Nets.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
That shot is off. Excellent D there from Ball. Pass to Buzelis. At the elbow, it's Turner. Deep two from Ball. Rebound by Williams.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
He kicks it to Russell. Thomas against Giddey. It's deflected.
My goodness, Josh Giddey using every bit of that frame to send that one back.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Johnson. This one for three. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 10.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The offensive rebound. Thomas, good. Thomas got 7 now in this quarter.
Cam Thomas is rolling. He's attacking at will. Somebody better shut the water off.
Jones kicks to Herter.
2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
We've got 1:55 left to play here in the third. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Hits the three-point bomb. He has 5.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Johnson surveying the floor. And there's the foul. It's on Trey Jones. That's his first foul. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, it doesn't feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nets.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
Here's White. The rebound by Watford.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And the rejection by Smith.
Boy, nice job by Smith. Gets a piece of the ball without committing the foul.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Buzelis. Here's White. Offline with his 3.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Thomas passes to Johnson. 29 seconds left in the third. And the shot goes in.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
White dishes to Jones. Smith on the wing, takes a 3. Rebound by Johnson. Thomas against White. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Again, the Nets for 2.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Nets ending the third quarter with an energy burst, a 19-7 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Bulls, the guard set is Giddey and White. Jalen Smith is out there with Lonzo Ball. And it's Turner in at the center position. Russell, no good.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Claxton against Turner. On the wing, Giddey. Back to Turner. 5 on the clock, and it's Ball in the corner. His three-pointers off the mark. Nets leading by 19. Right side, Williams. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Turner. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Russell inside. Giddey defending. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Claxton the pass to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Russell. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Russell's got his first points of the night.
So creative with the basketball in his hands. You can see D'Angelo Russell's understanding improving over time. That's nice.
Ball from long range. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, that's a case where your teammates are showing trust in you, and he comes through with flying colors.
Melton the bounce pass. Claxton finds Melton. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Bulls trail by 18. Left side, Ball. To the paint. Claxton with the steal. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Driving in, and the slam dunk by Russell.
Boy, the speed of Russell can take you aback. This guy's so good at using it to take the defense apart on the drive.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Already one of the best passers in the NBA. Josh Giddey. DB, what's next for him?
I think the only thing that has to improve is the consistency from range shooting. It's such an important aspect for a guard to play. But he's shown a willingness and a found confidence in that perimeter game. And let's remember, Kev, he's in his early 20s. There's so much time for development.
Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for DeAnthony Melton. And Chicago also making a switch. Bruce Ellis is checked in for Smith. When you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now is massive. Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. That one goes in.
Boy, Myles Turner insisting on playing through the contact, gets the finish.
Brooklyn leading by 20. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Cameron Thomas, he's checked in for the Nets. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. With the teardrop, they get it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by White. And Russell gets it to go.
In catch-and-shoot situations, you've got to be balanced and in control. Mr. Russell, well done.
Giddey against Russell. Out to White. Over Williams. And White, the bucket on the assist from Giddey.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Thomas. Fires the three. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
We have watched Cam Thomas become more and more aggressive from three-point territory.
Giddey against Russell. Here's Ball. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by White. And it's Sharp missing. Bulls have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nets.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for D'Angelo Russell.
This guy putting on a passing clinic. If you want to know how to run an offense, roll back the tape from this evening.
Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Trey Jones comes in for Ball. Jones kicks to Huerter. Back to Jones. Just 5 to shoot. And stolen by Sharp. Johnson outside. Pass to Russell. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Watford. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Now Johnson. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd just so pumped up.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
For the win, I've been up in this booth. I got my pet for the start and be had to know that. Cool, let them in if they water. See it acting bother. Got my green light. I'm sorry, I can't take you and get all that. Look like you're like. We gon' do this regardless. And I started from the bottom just like you, but I was harder. I came up the soldier. Shout out to my father. He made sure I make it farther. My trust in God. I might swerve in that corner. Whoa, whoa. Hold on tight, cause I tweak in this. Let it go. And I heard that she wanna show. Whoa, me who she be. I'm kinda with it. Show me some more. We tatted head to toe. Give a story road. You wanna tweak it up with me, and I'ma show you how that go. Like the money in my pockets blue. Whoa, they having combos about me. These don't know. With my evil twin, all black hoodies, we hit the streets again. He don't like attention, he'll tweak and get the. With your sweat, we drove the whole way in a demon. He'll pop out, won't think twice and make you Greek. Is you sure you wanna meet that? If I see ill intentions, we'll make sure you get the.